Bruh.
The fuck? You know, making these Persona 5 reviews really make me sad because they make me realize what the Persona 5 fandom really is. First Anne, and now my favorite character. But nonetheless, I wasted about what, $80, $90 on this figure, so you know I have to make a review on it now. But to be fair, I don't mind too much, it's just I have to do some research. Why? 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 Guys, what? No! How did you get this idea? There's literally nothing in the game that could suggest that Mr. Goro Akechi here. God damn it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Goro Akechi, by far, the coolest character in Persona 5. I just really liked his voice actor and how drastically different he can perform with his voice. He can hit those low notes.
I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
He can hit those high notes.
He's killing all of you! To prove I'm better than you!
Overall, the character is just a really cool character to say the least, and I think his costume and his overall design is probably one of my favorite out of the Phantom Thieves. And now, talking about the design, let's talk about how they transferred that into figure form. So here's Akechi out of the packaging, and look at him. Look at him, just look at him. One of the most intriguing Phantom Thieves by their costume, just because he's got such a unique design, and it's so not dark compared to the other ones, where the other ones have super edgy black, like kind of like more darker hues. He is super bright with a nice chivalrous red, gold, and a white. However, I did notice this as soon as I opened him. The majority of the actual costume isn't actually white, but it's more of an off-white bluish kind of color, and the accents are what is actually white. But other than that, that isn't even bad. You get used to it real quick, and it doesn't really matter to me that much anymore. One thing that you'll notice right away is that he has a little short red quote-unquote cape. You can't really call it a cape since it's so short, but it still looks really nice and adds to the whole feel, along with his little shoulder guards, which look super duper nice. And going over to the head, you have his nose. Yeah, you know, his name is Crow, but that doesn't mean he looks like one, you know.
Bruh.
So now that we're done talking about the detail, let's talk about his accessories, and as in Figma fashion, he's got a ton. So beginning, let's start off with the hands. You get 2 fists, 2 open hands, a trigger finger hand, 2 semi-open, I'm so cool, look at me hands, and finally a regular grabby hand, but since it's on Akechi, I really don't want to take it off. Sorry. As for the faces, you get this semi-edgy, like, kind of smirk, a ha, look at me, I'm so cool face. You got this hairpiece, which if you didn't know how to use it, you essentially grab the face of the character. There's like a little kind of intersection right there. Take it off and you plug in the hair just like so. And hey, it doesn't look half bad. Next up, we have this more futuristic looking kind of Han Solo blaster. And finally, I still have the freaking packaging, is that little chest piece. And if you think I'm taking it out, you're incorrect. And those were his accessories, and I mean, there's nothing too crazy, but at the same time, there's nothing I can really complain about there not being. So I think the accessories are pretty adequate for the character. Now that we're done with the accessories, as you all know, a figure is never good without its articulation. So let's get into that. Ball joint at the head. His arm can move out about that far. A ball joint at the arm. Bend at the arm. A side to side at the arm, but it can also go up and a ball joint right here. A ball joint down here. Ball joint at the leg. His legs can go up about that far. Bend at the knee. And finally an up and down at the foot, which can also go at a pivot if you really wanted to, and finally a toe bend. So overall, his articulation is pretty damn well, and I mean, God damn it, he's just such a cool character. This figure is a must and probably the best Persona figure out there on the market. I may be a little bit biased, but that's because, once more, he's my favorite character. So I'm gonna give this guy a 4.8 out of 5 because he's awesome. He's the best figure in the world. For me, I'm sorry. My only problem is his price, which, yeesh, bit on the pricey side. But it's fine. Overall, I got it when it was still in stock and stuff, so it was decently priced, I guess. But anyway, if you have that kind of money, you really like Persona 5, highly recommend this figure. Remember, like, comment, share, do all the things that you gotta do. And if you don't, you'll end up like the toys in my basement.